Sure.
And
All right, one card on the bottom for John. We are underway. Underground Sea Pass. John's been playing this Reanimator deck for a few weeks, maybe even months. Entomb, in response to a Wasteland. And John seems to think the Death and Taxes matchup is pretty tough, so we'll see how this plays out.
sure.
Tomb for Atraxa. Claire says the London Mulligan has been one of the most fantastic things for MTG since I started playing. Yeah, I guess people are happy with the London Mulligan at this point, right? Is anybody not happy about the London Mulligan?
Off the top.
Okay, Scrubland, Reanimating, Traxa.
And then we're going to reanimate.
Now its ability will resolve. Reanimator doing Reanimator things. Let's see what we have. Revealing top 10 cards of the deck.
Drop this down. Cast a
Creature. Instant sorcery.
I don't fully know what's going on.
It's like Grief, Entomb, Animate Dead, Reanimate, and a land have been selected.
Grief and Tomb, Reanimate, Animate Dead, and... Alright.
The deck.
The deck.
This is the deck right here.
What a stop.
one.
Read the card.
Okay.
Let me figure out what I didn't look at. So
All right, looks like we're firing off Grief, pitching Animate Dead. Roland's hand will be revealed. Arid Mesa, Either Vial, Batterskull, Stoneforge, Stalia, Orcish Bowmaster, Mother of Runes. Roland needs a way to remove Atraxa. That would be step one.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're winning here,
100%.
I'm going to let you do your
Combat, I'll play for 3.
Spend 3 numbers, flashback, fetch.
Cast turn.
Yeah,
14
value.
Okay, Mother of Runes.
Oh, you got 3 more.
I think there's a tendency for people to look at stuff like the London Mulligan through the, at least for Legacy players, through the lens of Legacy or in the context of Legacy. And it's like, really what we should be asking ourselves is, did the London Mulligan improve Limited? Did it improve Standard? Did it improve Pioneer? Modern? A little bit more important. Archon of Cruelty. Reduce the amount of non-games in competitive Limited matches. Commander kind of did that. They allow a free mulligan. It's kind of a similar thing. Kind of a kitchen table rule. All right, one card on the bottom for Roland.
Here we go.
We're underway, cracking Marsh Flats.
Lanes, and I'll play Mom.
Yeah, actually, no. So the question is that...
Okay, force pitching force on Mother of Runes. It's countered.
So can both players go? Yeah. Even though this is exile?
Yeah, makes a copy of the spell. The copy's supposed to stack on this.
It is a boost.
Looks like Roland's holding a Rest in Peace. That could be pretty good. Not only stops the reanimation stuff, but also stops Murktide. All right, Rest in Peace is on the stack. All right, the graveyards are exiled. Rest in Peace is in. That will make things pretty difficult for John, and we're seeing what sideboards can do, I guess. But the, you know, bash you over the head in game 1 with reanimation crap, and then game 2, things get a little tougher. It's usually the case.
During your upkeep, you got an effect.
At least to do the and Containment Priest. Okay. The hate has come in.
That was close.
A little bit of a dangerous swing here. Bowmaster could kill this Containment Priest. I've had a tendency to hold back my Containment Priests against these decks because I don't want them dying in combat. It's just not worth it to attack. But maybe Roland has a way to save it here, or has a backup, or just as thinks Rest in Peace will be good enough. Here's Bowmaster.
Bowmaster's in.
Target this. Cards in hand.
I am.
Commander. Got a box.
So pinging in the Containment Priest, blocking it with the Orc Army Pokemon.
Get one. Yes, I can cast no more spells with my non-existent. True.
All right, has a way to save the Containment Priest, it turns out. Swords after the chump.
Yeah, I get that.
So Containment Priest lives on.
This is why I play with cards.
They oopsie.
Steve.
Can't really swords before blocks because then just block with the Bowmaster potentially. So Containment Priest will get an attack this time.
Results.
Ponder resolves. It's a Ponder shuffle, which is a good sign for Roland. John could potentially, you know, petty theft something, trying to reanimate. But with two different disruption pieces on the board, it becomes a lot harder. I'll have to remove two things in order to get reanimation online. Waste your waste. Waste your seed.
Yep.
Okay, gonna cycle Troll using the mana from the Wasted Underground Sea. Finds a basic swamp. Attack with an Orcish Bowmaster. Olivera, thank you for the resub. 20 months. Appreciate that. Containment Priest attacking. Roland needs land. Okay, maybe not anymore. Here's the other vial. We solved it. Yeah, some of these reanimation decks end up with like powder keg or engineered explosives, stuff like that, to blow up hate pieces. Containment Priest continues to attack successfully. Yeah, Vial plus Containment Priest. Yeah, that doesn't work. You're so right. Mark, thank you for the resub. Or thank you for the first time sub. Appreciate that. I got excited for the Vial, but it's actually pretty sad. You're so right.
Yeah. Not really how that's supposed to happen. That's the way it works, though. That's okay.
Pest control.
Yes.
Have we seen pest control on this channel before? Does anybody remember? I don't feel like we've seen it on stream before. Maybe we have. I don't know.
You got it.
Someone check the entire archive. Let us know. All right, so Vial gets blown up by pest control. Fatal push on Containment Priest, making some progress clearing the board of these hate pieces. Does Roland have a way to save it? Uh-oh, we're looking something up. Mark says, I watch a ton of your videos on YouTube when I'm working, so figured I would stop by and sub. Thank you, Mark, and be careful watching 90s MTG at work. We've had a whole bunch of people get fired already. Be very careful with that. I know it's addictive, but you have to slow down. Okay, Path to Exile on Containment Priest in response. Roland trying to find land. And it's going to work. Path to Exile my own creature for a land. Haven't seen that play in a while.
So, well, now, good.
Yeah. Oh, I like to see those. Those are good cards to go in the graveyard.
Alright, so this is gone, this is next out, I lose a left. This is
So just rest in peace left on the battlefield, preventing the reanimation of the likes of Atraxa and Archon of Cruelty, Troll of Khazad-dûm, so on. Urion is still in a companion zone. No indicator card for that. Not a lot of ways to permanently remove a rest in peace in blue and black. But maybe a way to bounce it, sneak something in. We'll be on the lookout. Alright, so a late swing from Bowmaster, but it's all good. Wasteland on the battlefield, but nothing to hit right now. But here's Shadowy Backstreet. Surveil.
Trigger.
There he is, yep.
Sakral, thank you for the sub with Prime. I've been alerted that a hype train has just started on this channel. Backstreet is back. Exactly. Thank you, Claire, for reminding us.
Trigger. Yeah.
Claire, from now on, you're in charge of the Backstreet Boys stuff. Like, whenever anything Backstreet Boys is going on stream, you need to call it out. That's just going to be your responsibility now.
Let's try.
Yeah.
Results. I will tap that for nothing. Yeah.
All right. The old-fashioned way, I guess. Hard casting Troll of Khazad-dûm. It does cost 6 mana. Sometimes you hard cast it. And so a 6/5 is going to be a quick clock.
Cast it well? Yeah. I need to do a bit of a
It's possible Roland has removal for it.
name a card and target myself.
Okay, so what do you need?
So I'm going to name Dread.
You're going to name Dre on it.
Yes.
Oh.
And then I'll
Whenever Shadowy Backstreet hits the board, the Twitch chat breaks out into Backstreet Boys lyrics and discussion. It really is a beautiful thing. Ends up being some fierce debates about what the Backstreet Boys' best song is. Solitude pitching Rest in Peace, so Troll of Khazad-dûm is hit. It's a big play for Roland. Fairy Macabre. 2/2 flyer.
2/2 flyer. It's fun. It's just like good.
I do.
Lots of fun cards to play. I love having. You already got 6. Like the Fire Blast split.
All right, Shadowy Backstreet is shot down by Wasteland. Twitch chat's not going to be happy about that.
Oh shit, I gotta reverse that.
Tagging with the Bowmaster. Fairy will not block. It can race a Bowmaster. The question is, if there's another Bowmaster, what happens? Roland attacks.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, because it kills my cards.
Well, the runes immediately gets hit by the Bowmaster that John kind of hinted was coming. So 1 Orc army, 2 Bowmasters now. Looks like Roland's holding a Swords to Plowshares. Has the Fairy to play some defense potentially. If Fairy doesn't attack, John is going to be held off. All right, just going to attack.
Yeah, the raise would be
That's hilarious.
I got because like I
Yes.
if you like Goblin.
Claire is on top of it. Claire knows all the Backstreet Boys songs.
Yeah.
Good job, Claire.
I'm waiting for you to activate it. Like while there, and then I like try to surgical.
Yeah, Swords on the Orc Army. 2 damage gets in.
The other one I also have is I can also I'm testing so I can try to do both targets have to exist, otherwise the effect is it's like a master. So that's what you can discard. Engineer, I can pull it up. Yeah, you find it. It's just part of the battle. And then I it's good in modern, but like, this was just one.
Alright, Roland's gonna try and race these Bowmasters. Now Flicker Wisp. Bring back a blocker.
It's slow. Yeah.
Now it looks like Roland might win this race. Stealthy Voidwalker. Nothing is in the void right now. Rest in Peace is on the board, so nothing is likely to go there.
I think it was I think I was sure. I have it. I just didn't put it in. I feel like I really should.
Attacking for 5. Can erase these Bowmasters.
That's
Flicker Wisp again. Alright, so presenting lethal on the following turn. Fairy Macabre will come back.
Run other artifacts.
Unlikely John's going to be able to fight off 2 Flicker Wisps and a Fairy. Alright, might as well send them in. I don't think Roland could afford to do no blocks here. Roland's at 6. Both players are at 6. So most likely Fairy Macabre will be blocking. Alright, that's a scoop. Going to game 3. So John will be on the play, cracking a Flooded Strand.
Sitting there and being like, I have 2 lightning bolts in my hand. Like, you can't until you try to do exactly. When I try, and then that's the thing. If I can have the back end, being patient with like control. And you can also apply pressure. Like, and do the side.
Alright, turn 1 Ponder from John. Not too scary so far.
Yeah, so you gotta watch out for that.
We had a bunch of discussions so far on today's stream about Grief Reanimator stuff, Bowmaster, the future of Legacy after MH3 hits in... I mean, it's so soon, right? It's basically here already. If you're watching this on YouTube later, it's probably already here. It's very hard at this point, at least for me, to predict the direction Legacy goes over the next couple of weeks, next couple of months. What will the metagame look like? How will it look when the dust settles? I'm looking forward to the ride. Some people are not, it seems. I mean, I posted yesterday or the day before on the 90s MTG YouTube community tab where you should go check out and see what we're up to. Asking if people are ready for MH3, and the comment section was just like, energy sucks, and you know, just at any given moment in time, there's new cards dropping. You know, no matter what the set is, I feel like I can just get in front of an audience of Legacy players and just be like, all right, before anybody gives their feedback, let me guess, you hate it. You know, like, it's just like so predictable that they all are just miserable about the whole thing. But I'm looking forward to the ride, and I think it's going to be a fun next couple of months as people try and figure out. Let's just assume Grief is going to be in the mix. Figure out what decks they want to play, what the makeup of those decks will be, what their sideboards are going to look like. People are going to have a lot of moments where they're going to like grab a card to read it. What is this card? What is that card? Oh, I forgot what that card does. It's going to be fun. Here's Rest in Peace again. I think this Arid Mesa should be under the void. I'm not sure.
There are cards that do that in a sense. They're really crazy cards.
Unlikely to matter. All right, Rest in Peace resolves. Passing the turn.
Was it also together?
Three treasures and swing for 8.
We share the graveyard, also graveyard order matters simply this.
Yes.
Claire says, I think Modern might actually have a viable energy-based Alluring combo deck. That might be cool. But I don't see much disrupting the Grief Days Reanimate domination we have right now. It's really too soon to say. It's really hard to predict that stuff.
Your biggest thought.
That was a 1/1, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, and it was stacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Echo says, I can understand why people don't like Master Sets. Legacy was already expensive. Now essentially add rotation to it. I mean, it's Modern Horizons, right? We're trying to power up Modern. We're trying to... okay, that's a pest control. Removes Mother Wounds. We're trying to add cards to Commander format. Legacy is just like they're absorbing all this stuff. But it's not the focus.
Just gotta hope you don't have
One of your
that
things
one
that had a counter on it with the post off the top of yours.
Oh, yeah. There's an offset bait ball.
Thank you. This is my first time playing Soul Culture.
Yeah.
I just got them. I'm gonna miss stuff like that all day. Thank you. I'll look at more. That's right. They all boast. So I give you an extra turn.
Yeah, give you an extra turn.
And, you know, that I get caught in these conversations sometimes about, like, Legacy and how Master Sets affects it and all this stuff. Like, Legacy as a format, the premise of it, if I'm going to present it to, like, people that don't even play Magic, it makes no sense. We got 30 years of cards. None of them are designed for Legacy. Got new sets dropping. None of them are designed for Legacy. It's a hot mess. Like, it's a complete mess of a format, and somehow it works. To the extent that you feel it works, right? There's people who are miserable at all. You pick a point in time, there's people that are just like, Legacy sucks right now. All right. Days on Recruiter of the Guard, which is getting added to Modern, which is exciting. But, you know, Legacy just doesn't really make sense. We're playing it anyway, and if you bring your expectations down just a little bit, maybe you have a little bit more fun. All right, so Dude 2 Dauthi Voidwalkers on the board, but Rest in Peace shuts their ability off. They still have Shadow and have 3 power, though, so John's going to be swinging away. And it's going to be a quick clock. 6 power on the board.
Highlighter.
The other Vial can't block.
Single elimination.
It should be single elimination. You come all the way here, you ride the subway for 2 hours.
Play one round and go home.
You get stopped by Belgium.
You just initiative.
Okay, Path to Exile on a Voidwalker.
You didn't prepare for Belcher? Well, all right, off with your head. Get out of here. Clearly, mistakenly.
You were able to prepare for Belcher.
The mess used to be slower. Top 10 most played creatures are new. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, Magic has grown much larger than, like, you know, when Type 1 began, or even when it switched over to Legacy. It's just a different environment now, and the frequency of new cards is different now, and all that stuff. And, you know, as Legacy players, we're not the main characters of this game, and it just whatever. It doesn't bother me. It's a mess.
Like, I'm not sure.
But I play it anyway. All right, Flicker Wisp is on the stack. One of the Voidwalkers is down. Another Pest Control took out a Vial. Roland thinking about what to blink here. Blinking nothing. Well, blink the planes. Not the biggest thing, but untaps it, I guess. All right, Plague Engineer is selected. It's discarded. Fairy Macabre is the other card in Roland's hand. Doesn't have black mana to cast it this time. But yeah, Legacy as a format, for me personally, it's a hot mess, and we're playing it anyway. We're having fun. That's what it is to me. And I think that brings my expectations down low enough that I'm just always enjoying myself. It's like, yeah, it's a mess. Like, what does Sylvan Library do? Card makes no sense. It's a mess. It's just a hot mess.
I agree with this.
But I'm more just curious.
Did you ever read Animate Dead? Like, what are we doing? Alright, Umizawa's Jite goes to hand with Stoneforge. That could help the situation quite a bit. Grief and Voidwalker, though, scary.
You got it. Yep.
Yeah, dinosaurs on a spaceship. I mean, if that doesn't say this format as a mess, I don't know what does.
My deck has no argument.
Okay, we'll do that. How about unearth barrel roll?
Okay. Yeah. 16 now.
Yo, I'm gonna punish the oh shit. Yeah. I want to put casting of balls onto your barrel. Good. 16, you say?
Yes, sir.
So you can place it on my end.
So Roland attack with the Flicker Wisp. It's possible Roland has some removal. Casting a Brainstorm, no reaction to that. Looks like John found a Daze. Not sure Daze is super relevant right now, but it could become relevant. Stoneforge, of course, still has Summoning Sickness.
You can cycle too.
Camera's about to shut off.
Hex.
I will.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, another Voidwalker comes in. So rolling down to 1 life, facing down quite a few threats right now. Not looking good for Roland at the moment.
So yeah, I draw green discard. This is all turned up.
All right, Roland extends the hand. Couldn't beat the Voidwalkers and Grief. GG's.